Well, the Sooner State's saying the sooner the better for tax cuts. Oklahoma's neighbors either have no state income tax or they're cutting what they do have. That's why my next guest is creating quite the sensation, pushing a tax cut plan that she says will create jobs and make her state more competitive. Republican Governor Mary Fallin joining me right now. Governor, great to have you for coming.
Good to be with you again, Neil.
What's the reaction you're getting?
Well, the reaction's been good, actually. In fact, it's been kind of interesting watching as our local media has gone around and interviewed people in the community to ask what their reaction would be if they had to pay no income tax or if their tax rates were cut almost in half, how that would affect their family. And we've heard great testimonials by people I don't even know telling me that it would certainly benefit their families, especially those who are on the lower income brackets, those that are middle income, how it would make a big difference in how they support their family. Small businesses have told me it'd make a big difference to them too, because they'd rather spend time building their businesses, creating jobs, selling their products, than having to figure out a complicated tax code.
But you know, Governor, invariably comes back, and some of your neighboring states have seen this, where whatever long-term revenue oomph you get from doing something like this, there is that bump in the meantime when it's not coming in and then the revenue isn't coming in. How do you address that and answer media critics who say there could be hell to pay for that?
Well, of course, there are people who will argue that point too, but one of the things we've tried to do in developing our tax plan, and we've spent a lot of time working on this, is to focus at looking at what we call our carve-outs, our loopholes, or deals that have been made for various credits in our tax code, and trying to focus on eliminating those. And I actually have a list of around 39 of them that I propose that we eliminate, which will help us keep more money into our state budget. And then also, you know, we're going to focus on cutting our income tax by three ways. One is looking at the carve-outs, tax credits. Secondly, by making government more efficient. I've already initiated several plans this past year, cutting expenses in government, making it more efficient, more effective. I can prove it. I've done it. I've got plans this year. And third, through the natural growth, as you mentioned, in our economy. And along with that, propose going from 7 different tax brackets down to 3 tax brackets, going from 0 to 30,000. People would pay, as a couple, people pay 0 taxes. From 30,000 to 70,000, 2.25% income tax. And then from 70,000 on, 3.5%. And that's down from 5.25%. And so I think that will help make Oklahoma more competitive, especially when we got Texas down to our south that has no taxes. Kansas, Missouri is looking at cutting their income tax along with many of the states in the nation.
Well, you're getting a lot of people's attention, Governor. It's good having you and good having you back. Be well.
Always good to be with you, too.
All right.